come and spend a date night with us in Toronto during a snowstorm. So we got to our hotel, and my boyfriend, being the Portuguese man he is, decided to snoop and see what was going on outside. And then we got ready to go out for dinner, and we had a little twinning moment. He's always trying to copy me. We safely arrived at our destination and ended up at Blue Blood Steakhouse at Casa Loma, and this place just amazes me every time. It's stunning. Fun fact, we actually went here for our first date, and that empty table back there is where we sat. Just needed to take everything in. This place is so pretty. So they started us off with the complimentary house rolls. I wish I remember the name of them, but they were crunchy on the outside, soft and airy on the inside with a nice cheese flavor. My boyfriend and I are big seafood lovers, so we got the fresh seafood tower that came with oysters. I topped mine off with lemon juice, Tabasco, horseradish, and a red wine mignonette. We worked away at those, and then we moved on to the jumbo prawns, and there's something so good about the simplicity and freshness of these. I just love it. Next was the lobster tail, and this may be controversial, but lobster is not as great as people make it out to be. It kind of lacks flavor. But that's okay, because the salmon crudo was next, and I'm just a big fan of smoked salmon, so these were right up my alley. And it came with like a lemon creme on top, and of course pickled onions and capers, and this was just my all-time favorite thing on the entire tower. Next were the king crab legs, and in my opinion, crab was just superior to lobster, so I was happy eating these, and it was just so fresh and so sweet. And then I got the pink drink, which was a mango dragon fruit cocktail, and it was so tropical. I could really taste the mango, and I just pictured myself by the beach. This was our first time trying this, but we always saw people get the tableside Caesar salad, and let me tell you, it was so worth it. This Caesar salad was so good. It was creamy and rich, and it was doused in Parmesan, and this bacon was just on another level. It was so thick and had this great smoky flavor. And then my boyfriend got one of these mocktails, and it was one of their signature ones. Forgot the name, but it was like a spiced citrus one, and it was delicious. We were then served our mains and got these 3 different types of salt. The middle one was my favorite. And we got the Wagyu filet tasting, béarnaise, sauteed hand-forged woodland mushrooms, and the truffle potato gratin. These fillets were just cooked to perfection, and the Japanese one was my favorite. It was like butter, and it just melted in my mouth. These mushrooms are like nothing I've ever had in my life. I don't even know how to explain it, but the texture, the flavor, the presentation on this truffle potato gratin was great. I definitely tasted the truffle, but the flavor was lacking a little bit of salt. Good thing we had some on hand. But anyways, we finished up eating and didn't have any room for dessert, but we walked around the castle, and this place is just like beautiful but creepy at the same time. Like, it's definitely haunted. We headed back to the hotel for the night to binge watch Good Girls, and the next morning we said goodbye to the CN Tower and hello to this ugly weather. Butt cheeks were clenched this entire drive home, but anyways, that was our date night. Goodbye!